Good evening, traders. This is Jaidev Sharma from Knowledge Candles. I'm making this video on the 26th of September at quarter to 10 in the evening. Basically, I want to share with you a trade I took this morning on pound US dollar, and also we'll discuss my outlook for tomorrow. Okay, so the the chart currently showing on your screen is the daily chart for cable, which is British pound US dollar, and as you can see, it is quite overvalued at the moment. And I'm saying this by the sheer climb from the, the bottom here to the point of meeting daily supply, the past daily supply here. Okay, so I even if I see very good news on pound actually goes up, I would not take a long position at this stage, for the simple reason that it's getting into an area where there could be potential sellers. Okay, so my intention was to look for shorting opportunities, and I found one this morning around 9:30 on a smaller time frame. I'll show you the chart, which a snapshot which I took just after I entered the trade. Let me just bring that on the screen. There we go. So this is on 5 minutes. What I saw happening was, on the larger time frame, as you saw on the earlier chart, it was very close to monthly supply, daily supply area. Okay, so I was looking for shorts. On the smaller time frame, on the 5 minute time frame, what I saw was that there was a rising trend line. Okay, and my view was that if the price action broke the rising trend line, then there will be an opportunity to short. So after drawing this line, I was focusing on this point here, that if the price action came back, went through the line and dropped below this, I will go short. And the reason for that is, this is my theory, that if you have a rising trend line on any time frame really, but on short time frames like this, typically the short-term traders will have their stops beneath the recent most swing low. Okay, so that is the theory. So if those stops are taken out, there will be a fall. So people selling from here and people who were long, closing their positions here, will cause the fall. And fortunately that's what happened. I went short here with my stop loss above this high, and the target was defined in the larger time frame, and it was just above this line. This line I'll show you on the higher time frame was aligning with the daily demand. Okay, so let me just go back to the chart, the live chart. So if I show you on the hourly, so this is the daily demand that I was talking about. Let me just expand this a little bit so that you can see better. Okay, so this is the daily demand I was talking about. As you can see, a green candle here for a day, price action coming down the next day, and then shooting up in two big bars. Okay, so you could be very clear about this, that there was plenty of buyers in this area. Okay, so I decided this as my target, so I went short somewhere here. It was, I think, 1.6073 to be exact, where I went short with 25 pips as my stop loss above here, and then target around here, which was, I think, 65 pips overall. Okay, my target was hit around 4:30 in the evening, so entered the trade around 9:30 in the morning. 4:30 I was taken out by my limit order, and it was 65 pips. So good risk to reward. 25 was my risk and 65 was my return, so it was better than 2 to 1. So a good trade. Now going into tomorrow, I'm still bearish on pound, and the reason remains that in my mind, it is quite overvalued at the moment, in daily time frame, that is. So if you look at the daily again, and let me just go back in time and pull more data. If you look back here, so this was December 2012, so almost 9 months ago, when this top was formed. Since then it was on a slide, then multiple swings, and then from about end of June it has been climbing, and it is now very close to hitting, and in fact it has bounced off that zone already. Okay, so this is a sign that there are sellers here. Okay, so I will not take a long position on pound, even if there is very good news on GDP or whatever. I'll hesitate to take a long position. Okay, I'll stay out of the market. If there's a very good news on pound and it starts climbing, I'll stay out. Okay, however, if I get an opportunity to short, I'll short again. Okay, so here is my analysis for tomorrow. I've got, so if you see there on the daily there is a trend line here. Okay, on the hourly there is a trend line here. Okay, so if you go by the theory of reversion to the mean, the chances of price action penetrating through this trend line and then meeting this trend line is very high. Okay, so however, all these theories are theories, they work sometimes, not all the time. So you've got to be careful and play the game of probabilities, manage your risk well, and manage your trade well once you're in trade. So the ideas I have for the short term, if I take a look at short term, very short term, so 5 minutes chart, even on 5 minutes, after bouncing off from that demand zone, it is steadily making a rising trend. Okay, so one short term opportunity could be, and it could happen tomorrow morning, will be break of this. Okay, so what I will look for is price action, say, continuing like that, and then somewhere here it breaks down. Okay, so I will take a short position at the break of that. But the issue with that short-term play is that the target could be very small, because it will have some sort of support in this area, which aligns with the support found today, as well as the rising trend line on the hourly. Okay, so if I go back to hourly, there is our hourly trend line. Okay, so it's a short-term opportunity, so you're basically playing for few pips, although your risk will also be small. Looking at a slightly higher term, and if I expand again on the hourly, if I expand the chart for a better view, there is a potential for supply coming in this area over here, which is not too far actually from where we are at the moment. So this could work out overnight or early tomorrow morning. So again, a sell from this area, so sell at this point, which is 1.6048, with a stop loss just above 1.6063. Again, if I go short here, my target will be somewhere, first target in this region, and for second target I'll go right up to the daily trend line. Okay, which also aligns with, so if you just see, if it goes through this and comes down, the first target here and second target will be all the way into this daily demand, which I've drawn over here in green. Yeah, so I think that this looks like a better opportunity. If this doesn't work, which can happen, then another opportunity is over here, which is again your hourly supply, and it was a good supply level, because if you see the red candle here, it's quite extended. So this could present a better opportunity in terms of risk and reward. Again, going short at 1.0678 with a stop loss above 1.6095. Okay, so 20 odd pips, less than 20 actually, but you can make it 20 to be safe. And then go all the way up to here for first target, and all the way back down to this area for the second target. It is plenty of pips actually, if you see in a shorter time frame. Okay, so that's my bias for tomorrow on pound. I'll keep looking at other markets as well, and as and when I see opportunities, I'll come back and present to you. Happy trading, and good luck. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.